Hello everybody, Team World Tech here, back at it again with another discussion video about tech cards. Today is Tech Thursday, so I figured I'd get the tech video done early today. Today we're going to be talking about 3 quick play spell cards: Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, and My Body as a Shield, and their place in the new Link format. And we're going to start with the easiest one in my opinion to discuss, which is Enemy Controller. Enemy Controller is a card that states, activates one, it's a quick play spell card. And the effect states, activates one of these effects. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls and change that target's battle position. Tribute one monster. Then you can target one face-up monster card your opponent controls and take control of it until the end phase. And now we're going to talk about why this card is relevant in Link format. It is chainable. Thus you can act, and keep in mind there's a rule where you can activate quick play spells off the hand during your battle phase. So you can keep an eye out for that too. So Enemy Controller is one of those cards that you have to know how to use it right in order to make the best use out of it. Remember that the rule about how monsters in the extra monster zone, when you take control of them, they go to your main monster zone. So this card doesn't interfere with you if you choose to run an extra deck-based deck. And personal advice, if you're taking your opponent's Link monster, Link summon with it. You make the best use out of it after you attack in that case. If it's stronger than the monster you're going to bring out, then you could attack with it first, and then you can Link summon with it to your Firewall Dragon or whatever. The first effect could be used when you're about to take some damage, or when you want to change your opponent's monster's battle position when they're being powered up with card against a barrier statue deck that they're being powered up by cards like Fairy Knight's Sword and Wings. Yeah. So you want to have this around for when you're dealing with that. But it's just a very handy card overall, because being able to take control of your opponent's monsters in this new format is going to be very important. While you think this card saw lots of representation at our NAWCQ. It's a great card. You guys should consider picking yours up while you have the chance. The next card I want to talk about, My Body as a Shield. My Body as a Shield. This card is just so good. I mean, True to Heaven came out with that many Link monsters that destroy cards yet? That destroys monster cards yet? But eventually, yes, they are. And I mean, in the format where Double Dark Hole and Raigeki is still going to be a viable option, Ghost Ogre is still going to be an amazing card in this new format. Whoever tells you a Ghost Ogre is not going to be good in this new format, don't listen to them. They're talking shit. This card is going to be excellent against them. And it's just a really overpowered card overall. When you think about it. I mean, a mere 1,500 life points to pay in order to stop your whole board from getting cleaned out with a Raigeki or a Dark Hole is totally worth its price. However, the bad thing about this card is that the true Draco trap card, spells and traps that activate in the graveyard to pop your cards, cannot be stopped by this, sadly. So you need to be able to consider where, depending on what your locals is playing, whether it's worth playing My Body as a Shield or not. If your local sees a lot of True Draco, you may want to side deck it. But if your locals is still overall seeing a lot of Zodiac, like I believe my locals is going to be playing a lot of Zodiac when I go back there this weekend, and if you think you're going to be seeing a lot of Zodiac, bring this card to your event, because this card is going to be very useful against Drident. So just keep that in mind. This is a very good card. It's very cheap and affordable to pick up. It's less than $1. It's just very cheap overall to pick up. But pick up your copies. If you play it, if you think you're going to see more Zoo than anything else, play it and don't play it if you think you're going to see a more true Draco, and side deck it for Masterpiece, because this card could hit Masterpiece, but you have to be careful they don't tribute a spell card from it, otherwise this card does nothing. So it has the disadvantage against true Draco, but keep it as an option. And the last card, Book of Moon. Man, I miss the days where this card was even worth running. Like, the only deck that I would even consider running this card in right now is a barrier statue based deck. Because when you have a barrier statue out in the field, your opponent is not going to be able to link summon. Like, how are you going to link summon when you have a Dino on the field? You can't do that. Unless you get rid of the Dino first. So you can consider this in barrier statue. But me personally, in a deck like barrier statue as it is, there are just so many better cards to run in the deck. Like, Book of Moon isn't even worth running in that deck anymore. Me personally, in my barrier statue deck list, as you saw a few days ago, I cut all the Mirror Forces from the deck and just kept it purely quick play spell based. I consider cutting Solemn Warning in order to put in Book of Moon. I probably would have done so like around March 31st format, where Zoo was the only deck winning, because it would be an extra out to Dryden, being able to put him face down, technically. But now that we're in a true Draco format, you gotta have Solemn Warning in your deck. It's just a great card. Solemn Warning is just a great card overall in order to be your one card out to Masterpiece. This card is not bad against Masterpiece. However, if they tribute a spell card to summon Masterpiece, this card does nothing. This card is shit against Masterpiece once they tribute that spell for him. This card is a dead card, and you can't use it on Dynamite Fire because he'll get to chain his effect in order to activate another one of their continuous traps or spells from the deck right on the field. It's just ridiculous, because this card doesn't really do much against True Draco. And True Draco is going to be the main deck. True Draco and True King Yang Zings, in my opinion, are going to be the two. Along with 10% to 15% in the meta being Zodiacs. Until they get slaughtered on the ban list. After that, True Draco is taking over. And when True Draco gets slaughtered, we're going straight into decks that are running Link monsters. That's what's going to happen. When True Draco and Zodiac get hit on the list, we're going straight to decks that are running Link monsters. And this card does nothing. The moment your opponent puts a Link monster on the field, this card is useless. Book of Eclipse will have a better chance than this fatherish excuse of a card here against that deck. Book of Eclipse could still be useful, because if your opponent's only running Links as an engine in their deck, you could still hit them, but Book of Eclipse against a pure Link deck is terrible. Book of Eclipse is a 2 copies in your side deck of at best. Book of Moon, me personally, I'm not playing at this format. Because this card does nothing to True Draco. This card is going to do nothing when pure Link decks and decks that run Links as an engine come out. This card right now is only good against the pure Zodiac deck, and people are going to be dropping that for True Draco Zoo really soon. Me personally, don't even bother with this card. It's just not good in the new format. It honestly got overdone in its time. So, let me know what you think of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Team World Tech, signing out. Peace.